telling us about the ozone and how all this crap is going. All of this, it's just a much to do about nothing. But what that does when he signed those treaties, it undoes what American Constitution, what everything that America stands for is all about. Because the world don't see everything like we do. That's why there's so many divisions in the world. So right now you see they passing this national health care. And this national health care, what it's going to do is everybody's in a system, but what it does is it's going to make from cradle to the grave, everybody take a number. Whether you want to, whether you like it or not. And with that, they'll have everybody marked. And with this global treaty that they're getting ready to sign, it's going to put everybody in fear. And everybody in America is going to just bow down pretty much and just follow the status quo. And that's going to be the beginning of the end. I watched this man go and make speeches and say that America don't have a problem with Islam. Wow. But then yet at the same time, I think for the last, 10, 15, 20 years maybe, I think the most of America's probably been killed by Islamic extremists. Don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with Islam, just the people that act on it. Saying a person of Islam is bad is just like saying every person of Christianity is good. And that's not the case. But there are people that go too far with anything, and they take it to another level, and they cause a destruction, especially of Americans. We just witnessed a shooting in Fort Hood, where a guy who didn't want to go and kill his brothers and sisters of his faith chose to take out people here right in America who were going to fight for what they believe in, at least fight for the country. But yet nobody wants to call this man. They don't want to make it be about religion. They don't want to be. They just want to make this man just seem like he's just somebody that just snapped. Well, he snapped. The little 19-year-old guy that was trying to blow up a building in Dallas snapped. I guess the guy in Denver snapped. I guess the guy in New York City snapped. The Springfield, Illinois, just on and on and on. Everywhere you could look, these are the same people that's trying to kill us. They don't like us. They hate us. They're trying to destroy our way of living. Wow. They're trying to destroy the way we live, and they're doing a good job. And if we don't wake up soon, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, y'all. The best way I describe it is this. The last time a dark-skinned man with bushy hair, with this much hype around the world, with no scars to save the world, but the last one I know, he got nailed to a cross for our sin. But he said sometime in the future, there's going to be one that's going to come. He's going to come like an angel of light. He said he's going to rise up on a platform of peace, and by peace he will destroy many. By peace he will destroy many. Everybody can feel the way they do, but I feel like the one that's leading the country, and not only the country, but probably in the near future the world, is Barack Hussein Obama. The funny part about it to me is 6 months into this man's presidency, there's still an argument about where this man was born. Me personally, I feel like he was born in Kenya. They say Hawaii, but it took a long time for them to fake a birth certificate for him. Yeah. But you know what? Satan won't cast out Satan, so it is what it is. The best way to describe it for me is like the Matrixx. That's the best way I could describe it. In the Matrixx, there was two worlds simultaneously going on. There was a physical world and a computer world. But it wasn't until he took the pill that he realized that the other world existed. Well, it's the same in our world. There's a physical world and a spiritual world going along simultaneously at the same time. God said, I'm going to let the wheat and the tares, the sheep and the goat grow up together. But what people don't understand is harvest time. And he's dividing and separating us, not according to money, color, creed, whatever you can do, whatever we seem to divide ourselves by. God cares less about that. Because the way he sees it, there's only two people, those that are for him and those that are against him. And that's all that exists, no matter what color you are, no matter what religion you believe in. And it's time for people to start understanding and realizing that, guess what? You don't put God in a box. You can't wait till Sunday. You can't wait till Wednesday. You can't. God is 24/7, 365. He's everywhere. There's nowhere he's not. And people got to wake up and realize and understand that there is not a second of your day that you don't want to realize, recognize, understand, and just recognize that he's right there everywhere. No matter where you're at, no matter what you're doing, there's nothing that you can hide from him. And people got the mistake of, people making a mistake of just thinking that you can just take God and put him, just conveniently put him in a box and pull him out when you want to talk to him or play with him or you want him to do something for you. But guess what? Honestly, I can tell you he's there in the good and the bad time. He's there in the good and the bad time. Back to the Matrixx. I wrote this after I wrote that. I wrote, in this Matrixx we live in, they give us two choices, but they make us choose between red and blue, Republican and Democrat. This year they even gave you black and white. Because it really don't matter, because the devil is now on the earth and he got control of both of you. Most people, what they didn't understand about the Matrixx is that most people were just living their lives and just going through their daily lives, and they didn't realize that, you know what, there's another world inside that world that's going on. But he said, many are called, but few are chosen. He said, a lot of people out there are laboring in vain, even though they're using his name. Just like they did when he was merchandising the gospel. The Pharisees and the Sadducees, just like in his time. He said it's going to be just like in his time. It's going to be like a rebuild of the Holy Roman Empire, where you have a political leader and a religious leader, and the two of them are being controlled when you get ready to come back, just before he comes back. That's why when you see in the statue of Daniel, all of the different times or the different eras of government. But it wasn't until you got to the toes that the bronze and clay were combined. And those would be the ones that would be in control at the end time, who would be smite by the stone that was cut with our hands, the chief cornerstone of Jesus Christ, the stone with which all stones are measured by. He said, I'm coming back at the last trump. But most people don't understand what the trumpets mean or what they are. The trumpets are events that happen in our lifetime throughout the course of history, where these things are signs or symbols or something to let us know when he's getting ready to come back. He said, I'm coming back at the last trump. So there's 7 trumpets, so that means that the 7th trump is when he's coming back. 5 have already sounded, and most people